What's going on, guys? This is Kosti with PickDawgz.com coming to you with another Insider Play report. Let's talk about Sunday, for example. Whether you bet the Bears early and you got a bad line at 2.5 and went all the way down to +1 at game time. Now, my groups came in with a price advantage at +1, and we bet them at +1. Then you see the game play out. You see the Bears score late. Now you're in a really good position, being that there's not much time on the clock. And boom, there's a Hail Mary. And some would call it a bad beat. But at the end of the day, that's part of the game. We always say this in our circles. 80% of the games we want to control. The other 20%, 10% are good beats, 10% are bad beats. This was just part of the bad beat scenario. Most bettors, and I'm probably talking to you when I say this, you only focus on the bad beat. Because what happens is when you start focusing on the good beat, you just expect it to go your way because you had that analytically correct before the game started. So now you're saying, well, I should have won anyway. But realistically, if you run the numbers and you run the percentages, that was a good beat. That game shouldn't have won, but it won. Kind of like if you had Washington and before the game you expected Jaden Daniels to play, you expected them to perform, you expected them to win, and you had the win at the end. That was a very low percentage scenario that a Hail Mary gets caught and it's a touchdown. So if you know this is part of the game and you know this is part of the overall pie, the overall equation, what do you do about it? Do you just continue going on and betting the games based on good and bad beats and not really caring about the analytical side? You got to remember, we lost the game with the Bears. I'm satisfied getting a +1 price on the game at game time because we didn't give such a huge edge with basically a hurt quarterback in Daniels who showed it most of the game that he wasn't 100%. This is what we do, guys. We put math to the test when it comes from betting numbers. We're not trying to bet on teams. We're betting on numbers. And in doing so, over a large scale, over a large sample size, we're up 58 units on the season. It's not a mystery. We're putting out high volume every single Saturday and Sunday. High volume. If you too want to learn, and you don't even have to learn, you just have to be coachable. Let us do the work for you and you just follow along. We just have minimum requirements for bankroll for you to follow this type of trading model. As I always say, if you have a bankroll of $10,000 or less, it's $500 a week or $1,000 a month. And if you have a bigger bankroll of $25,000 or more, and I believe you could follow the high volume system, then it's $2,000 a week or $4,000 a month. We don't take on everybody. We have over 213,000 people subscribed to the YouTube channel, and less than 60 guys are on Telegram. That just shows how particular we are with letting you into this club. But if you want to follow along and you want to be part of the plan as we finish out 2024 and head strong into 2025, the number's on the screen. Shoot me a text, Insider Plays. I'll personally give you a call back. Complimentary selection over the total in the Dallas Mavericks, Minnesota Timberwolves. Minnesota Timberwolves on our morning show, we call them the House of Disappointment for a reason. And with that being said, they score a lot of points and don't play a lot of defense, especially with Karl Anthony Towns no longer there. And they replaced him with Julian Randle, who is not a defensive threat as Karl Anthony Towns was. So take over the total as your complimentary selection. Have a great day.